Do you really need a Magnum to kill an elk? This might be one of the biggest debates in the hunting world. Some guys swear by Magnum cartridges while others say a 270 or a 30-06 will do the job just fine. So is all that extra horsepower really necessary, or is it just overkill? Let's talk about it. A few weeks ago, I did a video, the top 5 elk cartridges as voted on by elk guides themselves. And in that video, 3 of the top 5 cartridges were Magnums. So that had me thinking, do you actually need a Magnum? I mean, I'd personally pick the 300 Win Mag myself, but is it necessary? I mean, it's no secret why most people would pick one. Magnums generally have a lot higher velocities, they have flatter trajectories, and overall are going to transfer more energy downrange on the animal, which altogether equals a pretty great elk cartridge. And because of that, it really didn't surprise me to see so many Magnums mentioned in the answers to that survey. But Magnums do come with a big downside, biggest of which is recoil, which is why the 6.5 PRC actually cracked the top 5 in that video, which I was super surprised to see. But it kind of makes sense. Every guide that mentioned the 6.5 PRC mentioned it because they said it recoils a lot less, which meant their clients could shoot more accurately and stay on target better. In fact, every single answer I got to that survey mentioned shot placement. That is what is most important. So it really doesn't matter actually what you're using, as long as you are accurate and you put that bullet where it needs to go. So 6.5 PRC, 270, the 30-06, which was in the top 3, those are all more than adequate for elk. And if we're being real, the 30-06 has probably killed more elk than just about anything. Now, me personally, I love the 270. I like the 30-06. This is a 6.5 PRC I picked up for deer hunting specifically. This is going to be my deer rifle this year. But any of these 3 are more than adequate to take an elk at reasonable hunting distances. Now, last time we were out here, this gun was shooting really well with Hornady match. Today we're going to try some Precision Hunter, see how it likes it, but I've been super impressed. This is the Tikka T3X Lite, and my first Tikka. So far, pretty happy with it. But let's see what we get today. All right, let's go see what that looks like. Like I mentioned, this rifle really liked the Hornady match stuff. This is the Precision Hunter, the ELDX. Doesn't look like we got as good of a group this time around, but still not too bad. There's our 3-round group. Now, in addition to the 3 cartridges I've mentioned, the 6.5 PRC, the 270, 30-06, I think 2 very underrated cartridges are the 308 and the 708. Now, I've been shooting the 308 a lot lately, and I've kind of fallen in love with it. So much so that I'll probably be picking one up for myself. And if you watch anything with Randy Newberg, he has killed a ton of elk with the 308, and I think the 708 as well. And not only are these cartridges going to provide plenty of lethality out to normal hunting distances, but ammo's generally going to be easier to find and a lot cheaper too, especially things like 308, 270, 30-06. Now, Magnums do hit harder, yes, and some guys like that little bit of margin for error in case they make a bad shot, but I would argue that within reasonable hunting distances, which I feel like I keep bringing up, there's nothing that these other cartridges can't do just as good. Let's do one more group. Now, I'm not saying bigger cartridges and calibers are the wrong choice for elk. Me personally, I like a big 30 caliber. Gives me a lot more margin for error. But I do think a lot of hunters overestimate their shooting ability, and because of that, they've got a super lightweight cartridge like a 300 Win Mag in a lighter platform. Makes it really harder to shoot and a lot less accurate. There's our second group, definitely a lot bigger. I also didn't let the rifle cool off between shots, and I was getting a lot of mirage off that suppressor, so that might have had something to do with it. Overall, super happy with the new Tikka. Now, like I said, this is my dedicated deer rifle for this year. Could I hunt elk with it? Sure, absolutely. But first, that would mean I'd have to draw a rifle elk tag in my home state of Arizona, which is a lot easier said than done. So at the end of the day, do you really need a Magnum to kill an elk? Definitely not. But a lot of guys, myself included, are probably still going to opt for a Magnum because you do get the advantages of better downrange performance and more confidence out to those longer distances. Magnums are going to give you better speeds generally. They're going to give you a lot more energy downrange versus the lighter cartridges. You're going to get a lot less recoil, more comfortable shooting. But at the end of the day, they all kill elk. So does it really matter? Let me know down below in the comments what you're shooting for elk and if you think a Magnum is necessary or something else. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate the support. Catch you in the next one.